You're listening to the Traffic and Conversion Show. I'm your host, Michelle Fernandez, and today is all about how to reintroduce yourself to your email subscribers. So stay tuned. I think we can all argue that email lists are our most valuable asset. Am I right? I mean, we've worked hard to grow it. We most likely have invested our hard-earned money to build it, and it's our very own. Like, we actually own it, not social, right? Here's the thing. Sometimes people forget who we are because they might have gotten on our list a while back ago. Or maybe, just maybe, we've let life get in our way and we haven't been nurturing them as we should in order to keep them engaged. Listen, don't beat yourself up about what you have or you haven't done, what the email open rate is, the click-through rate. Listen, January is all about reintroductions, right? And today I am sharing 4 steps to win back those subscribers and reintroduce yourself. Now, the goal of an email re-engagement campaign is to re-energize your subscribers and really just get them to fall back in love with you, right? Now, first things first, you want to clean up your list. Some people find this difficult because they don't want to lose any of those subscribers that they work so hard to get. Trust me, I've been there, done that. My clients the same. However, this is one of the best things that you can do. Remember, we are not going for these vanity numbers. We're going for raving fans, loyal followers who are going to be patiently waiting, like tapping their fingers for your email to show up in their inbox so they will actually open it and read it. And then also just something to keep in mind that 30% of subscribers change their email addresses every year. And that's exactly why you should be doing regular checkups and delete inactive users or non-existing emails. Now, most CRMs have a way to add a tag to the subscribers who haven't engaged with an email within a certain period of time, like let's just say within the last 90 days. Now, if you haven't sent an email within the last 90 days, then either go out a little further or just send the email sequence to all your subscribers. So just kind of look at your habits and figure out where you can go back. Because remember, the closer that they are to date, that they have engaged with you in some way, shape, or form, then they're probably people like your people, right? They're opening it. They're taking some sort of action with your list. All right. Second, you want to, like when you go ahead and send your emails, you want to give them a chance to basically resubscribe or stay on the list, right? So when you're looking to craft that message, you want to ask the subscribers to resubscribe to your list. So you definitely want to use a subject line that persuades them to open. Something like "we've missed you," or it's been a while, or something like that, or "can we chat, can we talk," right? Something like that. Now, if you have products, you can also consider something like offering them a discount, like 20% off is waiting for you, right? So that would be the subject line. Then when you're crafting the body of the message, you need to decide on your approach based on your product, the way you feel in alignment, and how your audience will receive or your subscribers will receive. Now, you definitely want to say that you've noticed that they haven't engaged and ask if they want to stay on the list or unsubscribe. Okay, so something really cool that I've done with some of my clients is offering them something for free or as a gift in order to stay on the list. So an idea for that could be like a tool or a resource that will help them in their business and most definitely get them a quick win, right? So if they choose to stay on, they get this gift, and then it's a great reminder for them of how you can help them by getting that quick win. Then they'll be like, "oh my gosh, if she did this for me, she's so smart," right? I'm building back up my authority. I'm giving something as a gift for staying on. They'll continue to follow up and follow your content in order to get more and more wins. All right. So when you craft your message, it doesn't need to be a super long email, just something short and sweet. And then you want to have 2 buttons, right? You want to have a button that says, "hey, if you want to stay on our list, you can grab your gift here," and then you'll have a link for that. Then if you're saying, "okay, but if you don't want to, that's fine too," you can unsubscribe and give them a link to an unsubscribe button, Or you can just say, if you don't reply or you don't click on the above, you will automatically be unsubscribed. So that's something that you need to figure out how you want to do that. Now, depending on your CRM company, there are ways that you can set up rules that when they resubscribe, they'll get a confirmation email, right? So you can tag them that now they're, let's say, active. They'll get a confirmation email with that gift, right? Because if you decide to offer them a gift, then they'd stay on the list, right? Now, if they choose to unsubscribe, then you would create some sort of a landing page that when they get there, they're like, sorry to see you go, best of luck to you, whatever. If you choose to, if this was done in error, or you choose to want to hang out with me, follow me on Facebook, or you can always click here to resubscribe. Okay. So that's how you would set up that. Then the third thing is you want to actually create this re-engagement email sequence, right? This whole thing is a campaign. So now it's like, all right, now I've said yes, I want to follow you. Like, now it's time to re-engage and reintroduce yourself, and kind of more so building a relationship and creating the connection. So before you start any of this, you definitely need to have all your emails written out, proofread, and actually scheduled in an automation within your CRM. Okay. So here's just an idea of the sequence. And again, I'm giving you pointers, but you want to make sure that you do what feels right for you, but this just will give you some idea, and then you can kind of take this as inspiration and go for it, right? Now, the first email would be kind of like a reminder of who you do, who you are, what you do, right? What you're about, how you can help them. Now, whatever you do not start your communication with promotional content, right? Do not ask them to buy something, right? You just got them back on here. So now it's all about reconnecting and building that relationship with your subscriber. So in other words, make it all about them, right? So here's something totally like you might not have heard before, or you're like, I don't know, Michelle, but why not start with like fun facts, right? Fun facts about you, like, or 3 things that they should know about you, right? So maybe it's something kind of like why you got in business, or you know what I mean? Something that kind of creates some sort of connection, and then ask them to respond to the email with a fun fact about them, right? Now, think about this with this whole response back. First of all, not very many people do it. They talk about it, but they don't do it. When you're dealing with, if you ever have that feeling of kind of the imposter syndrome, or why would they come to me and not some, 7-figure, 8-figure, super everybody knows about them, like what I call famous people, right? I can guarantee you those famous people are not in their emails or asking somebody to resubscribe because they're just too busy. So this will definitely be something to have you stand out from your competition and really creating that connection. Okay. So even if you have a VA or some sort of assistant that's checking the emails that are coming back, like, you should just kind of take out and really look and see who's responding. How can you engage? Use this information as data gathering, right? So you know what kind of content to create, what kind of problems that they have, what kind of dreams or desires they have, and it will just help you with your market research to be able to help them, right? Another thing you could do is tell them a super quick story, right? So when I got started in this business, the struggle was real doing XYZ, right? And you could do like a little story, not like a whole novel or a short story, just something really tiny. And then again, ask them to reply like, hey, what's one thing that you're struggling with your business right now, right? If you can relate to me, tell me one thing, right? So now if you haven't been sending emails for a while, kind of maybe you even explain what happened, right? Life got in the way, or, we had this or whatever. This tactic will give you a chance to build a positive relationship with your customers, because honestly, they might be thinking, well, she didn't send me emails before. Is she going to now? Like, what does this look like, right? Or maybe they've gone through something similar and they can totally relate to you. Okay. Email number 2 would be more of that market research, right? So it's specifically surveying your people. So ask the subscribers, like, what do they want to receive from you? Like, which topics are of interest to them, right? Maybe you even ask them, when would they want to hear from you, right? When you're looking for different topics, if you kind of want to narrow it down, like maybe you're deciding on what kind of a lead magnet or programmer or webinar or something you want to do, maybe you give them a few choices for them to respond to. So, hey, I was putting this together. I'm looking to see what you would want to hear from me. Would you rather hear A, B, or C? Reply to this email and let me know which one. Okay. Maybe you even ask them like, well, how often do you want to hear from me? Right. Or what days work best for you? Or what days are you in your email inbox where you're taking time to go through your emails? And then you'll know which days and times to send out your emails. Right. Okay. The number 3 is provide value. This is where you could be inviting them to watch a Facebook Live you did, maybe on your page or inside a Facebook group. Maybe it's your podcast. Maybe you give them another freebie or offer them a mini course for free because they're on your list, right? Then the last thing you want to do is definitely know your metrics. Like it's all about measuring because what you measure grows, right? So now that you're re-engaging them and you're reintroducing and you're committed to do your emails weekly or whatever your regular frequency is going to be, now you need to kind of measure, right? So all the basic metrics like your opens, your clicks, your unsubscribes, maybe even spam complaints, like this will help you understand the level of your subscriber engagement. Definitely analyze the stats and then maybe you even start to like segment users based on their activity and their emails. And then after a few of these campaigns, and as you're going through and sending your regular emails, you can really just learn more and more and provide better emails. The other thing is, looking into the future, right? So now that you've got this engaged email list, you want to be consistent in providing them value, like Obby, right? So with this, you're going to be doing some research and come up with some awesome subject lines to get them to open them and really start thinking in story. One of these best tips I've ever received from one of my coaches was like every week you sit down and you think of what are like, I don't know, a few things, 3 to 5 things that happened over the last week. Okay. It could be anything. I went to the grocery store. I went to Target. I dropped my kids off at Publix. At practice. I was sitting watching the Little League game. Okay. Think about like maybe you were traveling and something happened at the airport. Think about whatever happened and then how that relates back to business. Okay. This is going to it took me a little bit to kind of get in the flow of this. But when you start doing that, you're going to start seeing everything in a story. And that is what sells, my friend. Is stories sell. This is where you make that connection and build the relationship. And people think, man, she is just like me. All right. So make it a game. How can you improve each one of these metrics on every email? So definitely make sure that you have some sort of KPI tracker where you can see from week to week at a glance how things are going. And then you kind of see the seasons or the patterns that it's creating. You say, well, we had a high open rate. What was our subject line? Right? Oh, we had a high click-through rate. What are we doing here? What was the call to action to get them to click? Oh, this one was low. So what might we not do next time, right? All right, well, cheers to re-engaging and reintroducing yourself to your email subscribers. I hope you enjoyed the show. Until next time, let's grow your business together.